Hello students, now I will be teaching you list in Python. I have explained all the string methods and what is a string, what are the methods, uppercase, lowercase, is digit methods in Python. So here we have our next concept, that is the list. So like strings, list are the sequence of values. You know about string, that string is a data type which is enclosed in double quote, and string has a different kind of methods, like concatenation, repetition and other methods. So what do you mean by list in Python? A list is a data type that can be used to store any type and number of variables and information. The values in the list are called elements or items or list members. A list in Python is formed by enclosing the values inside square bracket. So how we used to suppose to write a list? We need to write a list inside a square bracket. So that is the significance of a list, that we need to write a list inside a square bracket. Here you can see this is the syntax of list, list name, and this is a square bracket is there, item 1 comma item 2 item 3. List, as by its name it implies that it is collection of values. For example, if we will write L1 equals to 10, 20, 30 and 40, then these are the elements of the list. Consider list 1 containing 10 element. List 1 10, 20, 30, 40 to 100. As we have gone through our concept in a linked list, in data structure, in linked list or in array, we used to store the element by their index name. Just like that, we have here the concept of list. In list, the list in computer memory shall be represented as below. Just we were representing arrays in Java or C++. We can represent these elements, that is 10, 20, 30, 40 to 100, in a list, and the index numbers are from -1 to -10. In arrays we were storing, see here, in arrays we were giving 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 below. But here you can see we have the negative index as well as the positive index also. We have to represent any data using the negative index and positive index. That is the differentiation between a list and an array or linked list in Python. On the basis of index value, the element in the list are accessed and retrieved. We know that index are used to retrieve. If we want to retrieve or extract any value from a array or from here, like in a Python, so we need to provide the index number, whether positive or negative. On the basis of the index value, the element in the list are accessed and retrieved. You can see here list 1 10, 20, 200. Again indentation list 1, then we will write 10 to 100. Then list 1 0 means what will be the element at the 0th index, that will be the 10. Then 1, 20, 2, 33, 40, 4, 50, 6, 60 and 7, 70. Like this we will be having the element with means with index number. We just have to provide the index number and then we will be getting the values. That is list. Now list comprehension. What do you mean by list comprehension? What you will get, what will be the learning outcome of list comprehension? List comprehension is an elegant and concise way of creating a new list from an existing list. You have an existing list from where you want to create a new list, then there is a concept called list comprehension in Python. Consists of four statements. For loop you are aware about. New list equals to expression for item in the list if condition. So here I have an image which is not clear. For I in the range 5, it will iterate from 0 to 5. 0, you know, for loop. It will give, like we were giving 4 I equals to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Then the loop will be starting from 1 and it will be moving to 10. Here in Python we have a different way to write for loop, that is for I in a range we have to write the range means this is a limitation, means we have to go till 5. If I modulus 2 equal 0 means whatever number we will divide with 2 and we will get 0 as remainder, means it will be an even number. Then L1 I dot append I into I. Now what is list slicing? List slice are the subpart of the list extracted out. I have told you already that if we want to extract any value from a list, then it will be list slicing. And we have to extract the value according to the index number. And slicing is used to retrieve a subset of value. Means when we want to retrieve some value, then we have to do list slicing. Like in SQL, we have the concept of queries to extract any values. Here we have the concept of slicing. And what is the syntax to slice any value? That will be list, start, stop and step again. Start is the starting point, stop is the stopping point, and step is the step size. Now consider the following list. We have a list L1 equals to inside square bracket 100, 200, 300 to 900. Then we will store the values like this. Here will be the positive indexes and here will be the negative indexes. List L1. L1 5 colon. If we will write L1 5 colon, then how many elements will get? 600, 700 onwards. Means 5 colon means I want to extract the element from the index value 5. That will be the answer of this value. Now L1 2 colon 6. I want to extract some values from 2 to 6. That is 6 is the limit. 6 is the end value. So I will be getting the value from 2 to 5. That will be 2 to 5 300 to 600. L1 minus 9 minus 5. So here we'll count from the negative index. List is different from other data type, like in other languages we were using arrays where we were using only the positive index. There was no concept of negative index, but here in list in Python we have the concept of positive index as well as negative index. So in the negative index, if the values is given L1 minus 9 minus 5, then here you can see in the list the numbering start in the positive index from 0 to 8, whereas in the negative index it will be from minus 1 to minus 9. So if we have given minus 9 to minus 5, then here you can see minus 9 is here and minus 5 is here. So minus 5 is here the ending value. So minus 9 from 100 to 400. It will not take the value from minus 5. It will keep the value of end value. So here we have to concentrate on one thing, that whatever value we will provide in end value will not be taken as consideration. So this is the concept of list. Now we also reverse the value in the list L1 minus 1. So 900, it will reverse the value from 900 to 100. If you want to reverse the value of list, then you have to write colon colon minus 1. Creating a nested list. You know that nested list is a list inside another list. So how to create a nested list? First we have a list L1 equals to inside the single quotes mylab, comma, another list 1, 2, 3, again y, then 3, 4, 6, then table, then 50. Then L1 2 colon 3. Then 2 colon 3 means here 2, 3. So y colon. Next we have L1 1 colon 2. 1 colon 2 is 1, 2, 3. Now L1 3 and 1. So 3 and 1 will be 4. 3 and 1 will be 4. Now what are the built-in functions and methods in string? What are the built-in functions and methods in Python? Here we can see we have compare list 1, list 2 means it will compare two lists, length list, then maximum list, minimum list, list sequence and sum list. Then we have append, which will add an element at the end of the list. Then we have index item, return the index of any element, and then we have index. Again we have to write index and item. Insert item into the list at the specified index. Insert item into the list at the specified index. Sort, to sort the element in ascending order only, not in descending order. Ascending means from lowest to the highest. Remove item to remove any element. Remove the first occurrence of the item from the list. A value error exception is raised if item is not found in the list. Sometimes in competitive examination we are getting these kind of questions also, that a value error exception is coming at which instance. So we have to write when the element is not found in the list. So reverse the order of the item in the list. Now we have here a program to find the maximum, minimum and mean value from the inputted list. So we have to initialize a list value, that list 1 equals to blank square bracket, this is the empty list. N equals to end input, enter the number of element in the list. I equals to 0 while I less than n. X equals to int input, enter the element of the list. List 1 dot append x, I equals to I plus 1, print list 1. Maximum max list 1, minimum min list 1, mean sum list 1 by length list 1. Print maximum value is maximum, print minimum value is minimum, and print average value is mean. So if you want to write a program to find out the maximum, minimum and mean value, then first of all you need to write a list. You have to declare a variable list1 which will be empty. You have to take a variable n to take the input, and the data type will be integer, and you have to take the value. So input, enter the number of element in the list, and you have to initialize a variable I with 0, and you have to check for the condition, then while I less than n. If you have provided n equals to 10, then I will check the value till 10. X equals to int input, enter the number of element in the list. List 1 dot append x means it will append the value at the end of the list. I equals to I plus 1 means it will increment the value by 1 every time, and it will be giving you maximum and minimum value and mean. This formula is used to find out the sum of the value of min and max. So I hope students you have understood this program, and you have understood whatever I have explained the functions of Python programming. Thank you very much.